There's a quiet voice inside you. It doesn't shout, it doesn't demand, it whispers. A pull towards something greater, a mission, a direction, a life that feels deliberately lived instead of accidentally experienced. Purpose begins in that whisper. But too often, people drown it out with noise, comfort, and distraction. Not because they're incapable, but because they haven't learned how to listen. The Stoics listened, and through that stillness, they found clarity. Purpose begins with self-honesty. If you want to discover your purpose, start with a simple question. What truth about my life have I been avoiding? Not the excuses, not the stories you tell others. The truth. Purpose doesn't emerge from pretending. It emerges from clarity. Ruthless clarity about who you are, what you want, and what you refuse to accept any longer. You don't find purpose by searching the world. You find it by searching yourself. Purpose requires a higher standard. Every person lives by a standard, whether they realize it or not. Some live by escape. Some live by comfort. Some live by fear. But purpose requires a higher standard, a commitment to becoming the strongest version of yourself. Not perfect, not heroic, just committed. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be one." Purpose isn't an idea, it's a behavior. The calling hidden in your struggles. If you want to know where your purpose lives, look at the hardships that shaped you, the betrayal that woke you up, the failure that humbled you, the loss that broke you open, the weakness you had to confront. These weren't punishments, they were preparation. They carved space within you for the man you're meant to become. Your greatest pain often points directly to your greatest purpose. Strength comes from the place you once avoided. Purpose is not a finish line, it's a direction, a path, a way of living each day with intention. You don't need a grand master plan. You don't need every detail mapped out. You only need to know the next step, because clarity comes through action, identity comes through repetition, and purpose sharpens as you walk toward it. A Stoic lives intentionally, not because he sees the entire journey, but because he chooses his direction with conviction.
Purpose without discipline is a fantasy. Purpose with discipline becomes a destiny. You don't need motivation. You need consistency. You need habits that build the man you're becoming. Waking up with intention, training your body, strengthening your mind, rejecting distractions, honoring your values. Every disciplined moment is a brick in the foundation of your purpose, and every day you show up, the path becomes clearer. Purpose expands beyond your own life. It influences others, even silently. Your discipline inspires discipline. Your calm inspires strength. Your growth inspires change. You become an example, a steady presence, a man whose life reminds people of what's possible. A Stoic lives with purpose not just for himself, but as a form of service to family, to community, to the world. Purpose requires courage, not the loud kind, not the dramatic kind. The quiet courage to say, I will no longer live unconsciously. I will no longer let my feelings dictate my path. I will no longer delay the life I am capable of living. Commitment is the spark. Action is the flame. Purpose is the fire that follows. The path deepens with every step. Here's the truth. You are closer to your purpose than you think. Not because you've figured everything out, but because you're willing to listen, to change, to take responsibility, to choose growth over comfort. That willingness is rare, and it means you're ready. You don't need another year. You don't need a sign. You don't need permission. You need to begin. If this message lit something inside you, if it reminded you of the man you know you can be, then don't let that feeling slip. Turn it into action. Like this video as a personal commitment to living with purpose. Share it with someone who's on their own journey, and subscribe to Stoic Mindset, because purpose is not a single moment of clarity. It's a lifetime of discipline, focus, and internal strength. Our community walks this path together. Every week we sharpen the mind. Every week we build the man you're becoming. Closing and what comes next. You now understand the foundation of purpose, but purpose alone is not enough. The next step is power, inner power, the kind that makes you unshakable when life challenges your mission. In the next video, we will explore the Stoic method for emotional mastery, how to stay composed, powerful, and stable no matter the chaos around you. Purpose gives you direction. Emotional mastery keeps you on the path. You won't want to miss it. This journey is only beginning. Stay focused, stay disciplined,